When I was about 4 years old, my mom would get me Lincoln logs, and instead of building stuff, I would build little drums, and I'd hit pots and pans with Lincoln logs. And then when I was like maybe 7 or 8, they got me a little first act tom drum from like Toys R Us, and so I'd play on that, and then an electric set when I was about 10. A lot of people ask me like what happened to my arm, like the story behind it. I was at a skate park and a kid, hey, what happened to your arm? And I told him, yeah, 2 years back I was on a surfing trip in Mexico, and I was on a jet ski, and I turned to do like a whip across the wave, and I fell off, and a big shark took it off. And I mean, you can get kids to believe anything, so he was all over it, like, oh, no way, that's awesome. And I was like, I'm kidding, that's not at all what happened. It's just birth, I was born that way. I remember my mom telling me when I was born she was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to ride a bike or swim or anything like that. As I grew older, since I was born without an arm, it was kind of easy to adapt to things because I didn't know life with an arm. I just had a desire to serve because I have a talent, and I wasn't using it for anything except for my own personal use. Well, the Bible says whatever you do unto him. And so I realized God gave me this gift, and I need to give it back. I need to use my talents not for my own benefit but for his. So that's why I decided I wanted to play at church and give my talents for God. I was 15 when I auditioned for Remix to play drums. I was terrified my first audition because I've never played in a band, I've never played in front of a lot of people before, so that was a huge step for me. That whole thing was a struggle, and I was just scared of failure like everyone is at the start. I remember my first time there, I even remember the songs we played. I was very nervous to play for the first time, and I just loved it. I love the energy. I love playing for kids that are like on fire and ready to jump around and have fun, not just standing there staring at me. Playing at Remix has taught me a lot of things on my drum playing, like my dynamics and my fundamentals and working well with a band. And I think using that, I'm now able to play multi-sites and lots of other campuses and the main service at Riverside, and I'm very blessed to be there. Everyone's got a gift that God has given them, and mine's drums, so I serve in the worship ministry, and everyone has something that they're good at, and there are several serving opportunities here at Sagebrush, and I would very much so encourage them to get involved because it's definitely a life changer, and it's a really, really great experience, and it's changed my life for sure.